Hey everyone, I was reading about these weird old DVD boxes that come in these snap cases. Yeah, they have the little snappy things on the side that are plastic, and then there's like the cardboard part. Sometimes they fold out. That's really fancy. Uh, yeah, so these were apparently a thing that Time Warner was trying to push, so that's why when you find these, most of them are Warner Brothers New Line HBO releases. You don't see these anymore because I guess they just weren't very popular, but now it's been a while and there's like nostalgia building up for these because a lot of kids of the 2000s and 90s, they grew up with like this kind of packaging on some of their favorite movies and shows and things. So I gathered together all the ones I have that come in these snappy boxes, and I'm gonna go over all of them. So first up here we got The Wizard of Oz, and this was one of the first DVDs I think my family bought. We got like a DVD catalog in the mail, and we just yeah, we went through it and just started buying some movies that we really liked, and of course, we really liked Wizard of Oz. There's a lot of really cool bonus features on this. It is packed. There is so much stuff. There's a documentary, vintage movie cartoon clips, outtakes, newsreel, cast interviews, extensive audio program of original recording session, radio broadcasts. It's yeah, there's a ton of stuff on here. Wizard of Oz, definitely a good DVD to track down. And the other thing, a lot of the bonus features on these, I don't know if they've ever been re-released on like newer formats. And then next thing, not quite a classic, Kangaroo Jack, which yeah, that's the other problem with these, the little teeth that hold in the disc. They sometimes, yeah, they wear out over time, so Kangaroo Jack here, unfortunately, I gotta be really careful with, or it might fall out. Oh, another teeth, more teeth in there, yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's Kangaroo Jack, and yeah, that's one of the other reasons why they stopped using these, is because they're just way too fragile. The teeth start breaking, and unlike a normal DVD box where you can just take the cover out, put it in a new box, these ones, it's not so simple. These won't quite fit in a like another box because yeah, they're way too thick. Next up, new favorite of mine, Death to Smoochy. I found this a while ago, and I wasn't really thinking I would like it, because I'd always heard it was an infamously bad movie. Like, I'd always heard that this movie was, like, awkward and weird, and that's true, it is awkward and weird, but that's kind of the whole point of the movie. And when I first started watching it, I really didn't care for it. Like, I went in not expecting to like it, and it did not impress me at the beginning. But as I kept watching, I was just kind of getting fascinated by it, and by the end, I was really getting into it, and I really loved it. I'll gladly watch it again. I've already watched it a couple of times with the commentaries and everything. Very colorful inside there. Let's see, this recently got a new release from Warner Archive, I think, and I think there was a Blu-ray put out by Shout Factory. So anyway, on the back we got a list of the bonus features, bloopers, outtakes, deleted scenes, a new song, commentary with Danny DeVito, galleries, all that stuff. Yeah, pretty normal stuff. Next up, Mel Brooks's Blazing Saddles. I still have not watched this movie. I'll probably like it. The one thing holding me back is I'm just not a big fan of Mel Brooks. Like, I like him fine. There's some movies of his I like. I like Spaceballs, but for the most part, Mel Brooks movies just don't. I don't know. It's not for me. Just not my style of humor, I guess. Okay, next up, two of them. Here we got two from the Clint Eastwood collection. Any Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can. Yeah, these are the ones where Clint Eastwood is with an orangutan. There it is on the back. Oh, and on the back there, it's in that outfit there. I know I saw part of one of these on TV, I think. I don't remember for sure. But, like, yeah, I remember finding these and thinking, oh man, this is so familiar. Why? Like, I don't know where I saw these before. But yeah, I haven't watched these yet, so I don't know. Probably it'll refresh my memory if I actually watch these. It might make me remember where I saw these in the first place. Gremlins 2. I don't have Gremlins 1 in a snap case. I have that in like a re-release case. Oh, and Love the interior there with the other little mogwais. That's really cool. Man, the Gremlins too had some really cool creature effects. Again, ton of bonus features. One of the really nice things with these older releases is they usually packed it with bonus features. Creepshow. Oh, and one of the other problems with these is because the covers are cardboard, you can't like leave them out in moisture. I found this in a pile of DVDs they had gotten wet at some point. So yeah, I tried to take it and it took a part of the other DVD's cover with it, and I can't really get it off. It's like fused right to this, unfortunately. But yeah, Creepshow, good movie, love it. Next up, this is interesting, The Outsiders, and this is the original version of The Outsiders. I have the director's cut, complete novel, I think it's called, version of this, which is really cool, and that was the first version I found on DVD, and I really loved it, but I miss the music that was in this one. I liked the original music better than what was in the director's cut. Next up, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, another classic. Very colorful interior there. Showdown in Little Tokyo, a pretty fun martial arts flick with Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee. Image on the back there is really cool, love that. Open it up and, okay, not really too much going on the inside there. And here we got Roger and Me, Michael Moore's first movie. The illustration there, that's nice. And let's see, there's a Blu-ray version of this I want to find. I don't have it yet. Oh, and here's another one of the problems with these, is trying to shut them. Sometimes they're very stubborn to shut. Like, okay, there it goes. All shut. I don't know what was holding it. These are... Oh, there's something rattling around in here. I don't know if you'll hear that. Okay, next up, I'll go over New Line DVDs that I happen to have. First up, here's the Nightmare Series Encyclopedia. This came in a box set of Nightmare on Elm Street DVDs, but I already had all the movies. I didn't really need them, so yeah, I just got this one on its own. I got the second hand at a flea market. They didn't have the whole box. They had a couple of the individual DVDs, and people were buying up those, and they left this behind, so yeah, I wanted this. Spawn. Yeah, the live-action Spawn movie, and it comes with a whole bunch of stuff inside. What is all this? DVD region coding information. Doing right by DVD care tips. What's this? Buy 4, get 1 free. Okay, and we got a little catalog of DVDs, which... Oh, it's never been opened! And on the back, Warner Brothers, HBO, New Line. If I... Okay. I'm trying to peek inside without opening it. I don't know if I really care enough to open it. Anyway, interesting thing, this folds out. Oh, that is nice. You get to see that cape effect there. Really cool. Oh, and up there is John Leguizamo as the clown. That's nice. We got a little thingy by Todd McFarlane here. That's really neat. Okay, cool. So, yeah, the Spawn DVD had a lot of really cool stuff on there, surprisingly. And next up, the Lost in Space movie. This is a fun movie, and let's see, does this... Oh, this folds out, too. Yeah, that's one of the nice things with this kind of format of box is, yeah, it can fold out into a long image. And let's see, last one is kind of interesting. Here we got Dancer in the Dark, which is a movie starring the singer Bjork. And that leads me into this other thing I have. This is the only DVD I have that comes in a snappy case, but it's not labeled Warner Brothers, HBO, or New Line. It's, let's see, Elektra Records, which, I don't know, Elektra Records, maybe, is a Warner Brothers imprint, or something? I don't really know. Anyway, Bjork Volumen, and is a collection of Bjork music videos. And then next up, one of the only HBO DVDs I have, No Escape, which is an action movie, which is, it's an okay movie. Marvel did a comic book adaptation, which was how I knew about this. The comic book adaptation, in my opinion, is better than the actual movie. Or maybe it's just that I read the comics so much, I was so used to, like, the voices I imagined in my head for the characters, that when I finally saw the actual movie, I was kind of disappointed. Also, the pacing, I feel like was way better in the comic than in the movie. Things are laid out a bit more clear in the comic than in the movie. The movie leaves some stuff kind of vague, where I don't think it was necessary or even intentional. Okay, moving on. Here we got some animated movies. Here we got The Hobbit. Yeah, the 70s Hobbit made-for-TV movie. Got some nice images there, and one of the things I really like is that they use the original VHS cover art, which is really nice. It's way nicer than the re-release DVD's artwork. What isn't nice, though, is the actual quality of the movie on here. For whatever reason, the original audio was partially lost for this movie. That's really sad. So, yeah, when you're watching this, if you're used to watching the old VHS tape or something, you'll notice a lot missing. There's a lot of sound effects missing. There's even bits of dialogue missing, surprisingly. There's some weird edits made with the music in some spots. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, if you want to watch the full uncut version of this with no alteration, somebody did remaster it and it's up on Internet Archive. Next up, Frosty's Winter Wonderland, which is a Rankin Bass thing. Oh, and got a whole bunch of images here. This also comes with 'Twas the Night Before Christmas with the mice. And then you got the Powerpuff Girls movie, one of my favorite movies. This is what partially introduced me to the Powerpuff Girls. When I was growing up, occasionally I'd see it on TV, or we'd get a tape with a bonus episode of Powerpuff Girls. I saw it at a friend's house a few times, but we didn't have cable, so I didn't see it. I couldn't, like, keep up with it or anything. And then when I was a teenager, I was watching, like, Mysterious Mr. Enter reviews and stuff of Powerpuff Girl episodes, and I was like, wow, even the bad episodes look pretty good, and I happened across this DVD at a yard sale and watched it and fell in love with it. I freaking love Powerpuff Girls. Awesome. Whole bunch of Scooby-Doo stuff. First up is Scooby-Doo Meets Batman, which haven't watched yet. I believe this is a team-up with like some 60s Batman cartoon or something. I don't know if it's like a specific version of Batman that Scooby-Doo was meeting, or if it's like some generic version that was made up just for this. Next up, a trilogy, Scooby-Doo Meets the Boo Brothers. This is a pretty fun movie. It's not my favorite of, what were these called? The Superstars movies. And then here we got Ghoul School, which I think this one would be my favorite of, yeah, the images aren't really the best. For whatever reason, let's see, Boo Brothers actually has some images from the movie on the back there, and on the inside, there's a nice image of the characters on the disc itself, even the cover. It's a nice depiction of the characters in the movie. But then for Ghoul School, we only have Elsa and Tannis on the cover. Nobody else from the Ghoul School. On the back, there's that hand. There's two images from the movie, neither of which have any of the girls. Let's see, on the inside, there's the back of their heads. Nice. And this, like, just generic image of Scooby and Shaggy. There's, the Frankenstein monster with Elsa. I guess they liked Elsa. Whoever did the artwork for this, I guess they could draw Elsa. So, yeah, there's that. And here's Reluctant Werewolf, another movie where I'm not big on the cover. Oh, and also, interestingly, on the covers of these, they draw Shaggy with his green shirt. Even though he doesn't wear green, he wears red. So why is he in green? I don't know. Let's see. And like Boo Brothers, this one... I think this is artwork made up just for this set, but it is a little bit more representative of the movie than Ghoul School is. Which is unfortunate, because I think Ghoul School is the best of these three. Though Reluctant Werewolf is definitely my second favorite. It's probably one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies, period. I really like when they would drop the, like, realism, mystery aspect and just go crazy and be fantasy. And then last up, some TV show stuff. First up, an HBO thing. Here we got the Spawn cartoon. Yeah, not really anything too special here. The disc is dull. Oh, and the cover is weird because it's the live-action Spawn from the movie for some reason. So I'm curious, did anybody see Spawn 3 and think that there was a trilogy of live-action Spawn movies? And on the back there... oh, nice, we got Sam and Twitch there on the back, which is cool, because they're the best characters in the show. And next up, we got Yogi the Easter Bear. This is a Yogi Bear special with the Easter Bunny. There's a bad guy doing something. I don't really remember much about this movie. I watched it and I thought it was okay, but I don't remember a thing about it. Next up, here's something interesting. Pokemon 3 the movie. Or is it Pokemon the Movie 3? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Warner Brothers distributed Pokemon stuff for a while, and they put out, I think, the first 3 movies on DVD. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this. I do like this movie. I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. When it comes to Pokemon, I like the first couple of seasons, the Kanto, Johto stuff. When it comes to the movies, I wasn't big into the movies. I remember watching the first one. My cousin was big into the first movie. He showed me that, and I was just kind of falling asleep, and I didn't care for it really. It's just, I don't know. Something about it was hard for me to get into. The second movie I liked a little bit better, but eh. Then the third one, though, I really liked the third one. I really liked the fourth one. Then I fell out of Pokemon and don't really care about the rest of it. So then next up, Follow That Bird. Yeah, the Sesame Street movie with Big Bird. That's really cool. No bonus features, unfortunately. Or, well, actually, there is a list that says bonus features, special features. Jump to a song, and then all the just interactive menus, trailer, scene access, languages, subtitles. That's not special features. Screw off with that. So anyway, Nightmare Room. This is a pretty cool thing to have. There was only 2 Nightmare Room DVDs, both collected only 4 episodes, I think, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, cool DVD. Let's see, anything bonus? Oh, this does actually have some bonus features. Let's see. An exclusive creepy adventure game written by R.L. Stine. Okay, I don't remember that. Then there's like another DVD game, an interview with R.L. Stine, a bonus episode. Wait, a bonus episode? So, what's the bonus episode? So is it actually 5 episodes? What? Why not just say 5 episodes? I'm confused. Trailers of other spooky family favorites. Okay, cool. Then next up, here's one of the X-Men Evolution DVDs, which there were like 500,000 of. There's way too many of these individual X-Men Evolution DVDs. They really need to re-release this in one convenient set, because I really liked X-Men Evolution, but man, trying to track down all the individual DVDs is a big pain. Let's see, there was a decent number of episodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 episodes, a couple of bonus features. I think it's just, I think they were just DVD games or something, though. And then here we got, let's see, Looney Tunes Back in Action, the movie, full screen edition. I got some nice images there. Still have not watched this movie. The trailers really ruined this movie for me. Cause like when this was coming out, I was kind of expecting another Space Jam, and from what I understand, that is kind of what this is. But the trailers made it look like the Looney Tunes took a back seat to these very boring human characters, which, I mean, I'm sure they're all fine actors. I mean, Brendan Fraser, Steve Martin, Jenna Elfman, whoever that is. Timothy Dalton's in the movie. Heather Locklear's in the movie? What? Okay, so yeah, there's some pretty interesting casting in this, but they weren't the type of people that appealed to a little kid the way Michael Jordan did. Because like even as a little kid, not being super into sports, you still knew who Michael Jordan was. He was like an impressive athlete. He was a pretty incredible human being. And then there's just like character actors, and it's just kind of not as impressive to a little kid, but whatever. And here we got these 2 Looney Tunes web short collection things, Stranger Than Fiction and Reality Check. Not very good. I used to have these on tape, and I found the DVDs dirt cheap at a thrift store or something once. Yeah, the only reason I got these is because they were dirt cheap. I do not remember these being very good. Let's see, there's a DVD game or something. Behind the scenes look at the Looney Tunes Back in Action game. Commercials, Looney Tunes style on menu pages. What's that mean? All new tune spots. Trailers. Wonderful. Well, the image quality on these are nice, at least. The image of Taz, trying to make Taz look imposing. And then here we got Reality Check. Let's see. Yeah, not a whole, and it looks like this. Yeah, it's the exact same stuff, pretty much. Tune, marooned, interviews, and outtakes. All right. So yeah, there's all the like Snapcase DVDs I have. This was an interesting thing to look into. I never really stopped and thought about the individual packaging that DVDs come in, and it was interesting looking up about it and uh, like why different companies used it and why it eventually got phased out. As far as I know, I think I have at least one of just about every company that used this kind of packaging, and then there's also that Bjork DVD music video collection. There was a UK company that put out some DVDs, and they used this packaging, and it was, I think, different movies than over here, because I saw a while ago someone had a picture of some Snapcase DVDs, and they were movies that I was like, oh, that had a release in that kind of box, and then I saw at the bottom of the spine is like a UK rating thing, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what these are about. So anyway, yeah, there's a whole bunch of these type of DVDs. Okay, I found one more Snapcase. I went to the thrift store and they had a bunch of DVDs out for free. And yeah, so this one stood out being in a like yeah, a clear case. Very weird. There's the Warner Brothers logo, and what this is Martha Stewart Thanksgiving episodes. Yeah, I never knew there were Martha Stewart DVDs. That's interesting. And the other weird thing, this is apparently part of a series. At the bottom here it says the Holiday Collection, and then on the spine there's a 1. So yeah, there must have been more, unless this didn't sell well, so the other releases got cancelled. But yeah, very interesting that Martha Stewart was on DVD in a Snapcase that was clear. Weird. You know, I remember a Martha Stewart episode from years and years ago. It was from when DVDs were first becoming a thing. She had someone on talking to her about a Shrek DVD, and they were showing her like animation, like a pre-viz animation or something with a bunch of weird glitches and things going on, like a donkey's face disappearing or something. So yeah, one more Snapcase for the collection. That's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.